My name is Drummond Williamson. I own Crossfit 42 South in Hobart, Tasmania, and I'm a Crossfit coach.
Let's go. Let's go.
10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 10 minutes, with the first movement being shoulder to overhead. Now, the hidden work here is I need to take the mark to the ground. I would highly recommend a clean for that. I don't mind how you do it, but do so with a safe back. Jimmy's going to clean that up for me. Let's look at shoulder to overhead because it encompasses quite a few movements. We have the strict press, highly not recommended. We have the push press. Good. We have the push jerk. We have the split jerk. We have the hang squat clean thruster for red. Yeah. The Friday night hit out was, I guess, it's an evolutional thing that started last year, where Hobart and Tasmania, being a little bit slower than the rest of the mainland, is reasonably new, and the CrossFit community is still growing. So we decided to get our 3 affiliates together. There were 3 affiliates in the Hobart area at the time, and basically get together and do the open workouts. And it proved to be quite a success. It was reasonably informal. We were pretty much just shooting from the hip with how we ran it. And it seemed to be a lot of fun, and we had a whole lot of people turning up and really getting amongst it, people's families and people cheering and yelling. And one of the things that I noticed, that people that were like, oh, I couldn't compete in the open, I'm not as fit as Matt Chan, were all of a sudden like, wow, this is an amazing atmosphere. I can see how people are doing a whole lot, are getting PBs and are really pushing themselves. Maybe next year I want to have a crack. So I kind of thought to myself, right, next year I'm going to make it a whole lot more, I'll make it, I guess, a bigger event and make it a little bit more formal, kind of put a bit more structure around it so we can handle more athletes. And so this year I approached the other 3 affiliates in Hobart area. So Anna and Russ from CrossFit Works, Greg and Billy from CrossFit Resonate, and Jimmy from CrossFit Colossus. Said, hey guys, what do you think? Let's get this on. Let's get our athletes together on a Friday night, and we can judge and I guess pool our resources as well with respects to judging our athletes, so they can put their score in the leaderboard on the game site.
5, 3, 2, 1, go! We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place.
When I walk on by, girls be looking like they're fly. I'm into the beat, walking down the street in my new freak, yeah. This is how I roll, animal print pants out patrol. It's Red Bull with the big ass bra, and like Bruce Lee, rock out the clock, yeah. Look at that body, look at that body, look at that
body. I kind of put an email together and sent it to a few sponsors that I thought might be interested, and I was overwhelmed by the I guess the reply from those guys and their offers to assist us in doing the Friday night hit out. So our major sponsors are the Brave. They're a bunch of guys in Melbourne that are doing amazing stuff with the gear. I really like what they're doing. The thing I love about them is they're genuine CrossFitters. I actually competed with Andrew Hewison, one of the boys, in Sydney a couple of years ago in regionals, and I really enjoyed his company, and I think they're doing really genuine things. So they were amazing to jump on board. Also, Gene and Kate from Again Faster, our equipment sponsors, they've been magnificent in supplying us with equipment. And also Pure Pharma have provided some stuff, and a Tasmanian company that is down in the Huon Valley that are putting supplements together called Bulk Nutrients. And it's really cool to support a business that's affiliated with the fitness industry that's out of Tasmania, and to have their support and to be able to support them. So that's the Friday night hit out. We're 2 weeks in. It's been an amazing success. So far we're up to 95 athletes that have been competing, So 95 athletes in Tassie is absolutely amazing. And then to have all their family and their friends turning up, it's making our box very, very full. And the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. It's electric and people are just thriving.
You blocked me on Facebook.
Hard to generate the interest because most athletes are like, hey, you know what, I'm not the fittest person in the world. So first of all, letting these guys know that, you know what, these workouts it's a really fun thing to be able to look at the leaderboard and look at where you are in your journey relative to the rest of Australia, maybe the rest of the world. Can you hear that jackhammer?
Isn't that classic?
I love it.
Yeah.
They're building me a new driveway, so don't be hating on it. So so encouraging people to get amongst it and participate was the first challenge. Like I said, last year we generated a lot of interest, and so I tried to keep that momentum and refresh in people's minds. You know what? That this isn't about necessarily find the fittest person. What I really want you to do is participate and see that in this electric environment that we can create with this many people around, that you can find that extra 5%, or you might find, you know, do that rep that you never thought was possible. Lift that bar that you never thought, oh, I didn't even know I could snatch that much, and I just did 26 reps. That's truly empowering stuff, and I think that's the magic of the open. And so this is where we are. We've kind of tried to detune who's the fittest male, who's the fittest female, and more focus on who's the spirit of the hit out, who's really showing the biggest amount of heart, the biggest amount of community, who's doing the most inspiring effort. And the way that we've been judging that is amongst we've got 18 judges that are assisting us throughout the hit out, and I've kind of been talking to those guys each week and going, hey, who was the most inspiring effort? It's such a hard thing to choose. There's been that many, so many kind of efforts which have just been, in context of people's journey, truly amazing. So it's been a hard one to choose, but yeah, there we are. The hit out is really about just getting the community together and having a good old smash up. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Do you believe in paranormal activity?
No.